ono to him no who say adia wo don sa ye de wo tumi wo ade no so na wo ade ne nsu tumi na ko ba no say na ade wo tumi wo so no wo mom na wo ko so ade no ana wie de biara ebo a ama ye nwoma ewo ene ye ndoba ye yini na sefo yi ama kane han a pande to fom kra ye hei ene no na ye kokuroko efise ono na so ba ya etre mo hwie papa meni tu sa ewia no so a eno ene be nya mekase de ama me tumi ya papa anase tumi ya obone omusi de bi o hwe na asum kura na ogina ho ubutu na na akoto bebi ojunso gunu su kura nka hwe se pese de ko bebi kura chese ya na yeso ano Abraham na wo se ne ho yini ebedu da ben ene pese okoro ntro biara na obiam bedi o cha how dare you Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli amma ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Ina me jide fodi ankopa sum dwe ntia cheche ubi araba kasafide we so. Tip TV na fose tip radio so. O yankopon twimi mo no ende eye dadwo ada yankopon hira yemu emma sabre we dura ye de eye abakosam ayatun de sira ewo eye arabic kasem na ye ba bekasa de afa commission Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam na ye life story of prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam peace be upon him ende eye ne fato sumie no part 2 na efiti ye de frini na naso na Abraham akomshafo ni nara eja ono na wo ntoatoaso ne benya commission Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam ti fiti efi na bakosam so kakra ye di sane e da bedu commission Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam so sane be ya ebedam clear dia me nto wo yankopon tumi mu we echen e series e episodes enti no bon modern say obeti na bring na wo hye utie so na wo picture sane adwumedie ni nara etie sane be ya bibi biara so no ebekɔyie ne di hyirekase ebemayen Bizinillahi ta'ala. Now we ankupon tumi mo no. Last week in some sane sanuma e ba ba me hwe Abraham wa bra o sore ya ne fie na ohun se na wofo ene ekuro a omutim ni nyara no omu nyara wure fi Nyankopon sem enye se omu nim nyame enye se omu nkan nyame omu kan nyame nenso obonsam ada omu ama akwanchia ye no adane akwantene ne de amomo ana akwantene ne so adane akwanchia ye de amomo entomu refiri omo ho editino no omo sume huoni enwama mo ankasa no omo nsade aye se Abraham sori no hu ye ne Yakopon bie na adwunum ema ne yanse mu odo efise ne ame etenetene so ne be obetenetene chirimba no aka ka chirimba na ina yaka Yakopon asem ene ne kwan papa no no hu se ne papa no ne nanom no anamo no mutu no sabe adwene yansamfa Abraham bisan hu nsem bebre ne koban sen na nipa de sene wo nsa ban wene ade wankasa wo nsa de anwene ankwa anim sa ade we ni emotions eni bibiara empo no opese efiri bebi ko bebi a chesa wo tam na wo da kwakosi bebi sa ade we ena nimpa no anase amanfo no ene ono ankasa na busuafo ene ne papa mpo no esom sa ade we Abraham adwene ho sa won tiase na osra se opeso hu ne kura eno opeso hu the supreme commander of the universe because on tiase because on to him no hu se ade a wo nsa ye de wo tumi wo ade no so ne mo ade ne nsu tumi ne ko ba ne se na ade wo tumi wo so no wo mom na wo so sa ade no
we preach the truth.
You know on tiase until starting vero meditations Yankopon di nkan edi nin senkyere ne ene na bode edidi adanse ema ohun se nyame obosoro na soso yie papa na bode eye won yie odi nkan pagya ne ahwe wiem se na tie no hu eye stars nsroma no stars instruma we ana ka se
Tip radio.
se na de we bo ho
Papa.
no Abraham wo hu se nimpa no de ne nsan we ne ye na bubo wa hran ye do so wo kan kra nye yie Abraham ka se wan hwe we na be ye okukuruko no saafo we no mbe nyame a esafata sam sumo ene tin suruma ni na koda e na yira e na Abraham ka se debi nyame na mehwehwe no minim so ye alpha and omega oni fitiase oni ewie ye na se me de mene tun suruma no so na san suruma na kwa ewie ye de a ene lalai suruma ne de it has a limit. What about say daytime na mehwehwe me nyame na mi hu no ene tin no da ba ko so oguso hwehwe ne nyame through meditations ene osanso hu osrame neni ba so aye bosome no hwe se ne osrame epie na ne fie ye ne ehan atoso na fesusuma ba enso no de han e de aba wiase no hu ne fe ene na kono eye no hu se osrame no esu eche nsuruma ni nyinara okasa no we be nyame a osu yie ntimsum na ebe yie anche na osrame so ne mbra no twemu ena hu se wo susu we wieye ensan fatesa mesum sa de we ade kinye one na mo ho na ni bo wiye so na adwene ba so ena wiye de biara ebo a amaye nwoma ewo ene ye ndoba ye yini na sefo yi amaye kane hanya pande to fom kra ye hei ena eno na ye kokuroko efise ono na so ba ya etre mo hwie papa meni tu sa ewia no so a eno ena be nya mekase de amame na Abraham realize say dura na jo a na ewie yi we akwakoda na Abraham ka se ekoba ne sa so na anadwo na sam hwa me me de hu no nto tenase ono ka se ampala afa de yankopon amama adwene yansa na watenetene no mehu okokoko na emu na kire se saade we nyinara wo de oyoye ene do boye enne saade a me Abraham mesom nyame na wo boss ansroma ne osrame asase ne wiem ene emu nwoma ni nyinara no saade we na mesom no Allahu akbar Abraham sane etuto mu eba ne busuafo ho ofiti ye se ne kurasem ya me bie na no a wahu wabie na adwene ma wate no obesane mu de ama no nkrofo yindara ana obo dawro na oye dawa oye evangelism wo ka kire o mo se na me nkrofo na de na musumni den ena mokoto a musolini ana mo sa we bo eye ehuoni ayanka se na de yense de anwono ena yesa so ekoto esom no ena Abraham ka se na sa huoni we amokoto asumni ni den na etumi yamamo otumi ya papa anase etumi ya obone omusi de bi ohwe na asum kura na ogina ho ubutu na na akoto bebi ojunso gunu su kura nka hwe se pese de ko bebi kura se ya na so no Abraham bi som se na die ntina mo som no o se ye de beto se na nam na eso ena so ye follow the trend no last week kan some bebre efa sa statement no ye beto se na nanom ena ye na nanom som ena ye na nanom ena ye na nanom wo su be wu akọ wo su be ye na nanom bi bisa won se what legacy are you living? And you use the uncreative bibia. The audio tira won't yet. Never saw some whole solid explanation now to papa, so you don't know why. Festival de biara omoyano ukuro mukrano. The father by any day and a butaye any day. What is history behind it? A bit more name. Some people are giving a wrong history. Ominim. The fear about some credit and the man growing him. A pama one and I know I fear about some quite you don't know. And you are following it also coffee. Then you are going home, do all sorts of things, and bringing a curse to yourself. So man I will call him saying Ubofu, so I didn't win him. Ubekono was soon. Ubabana umbani ebimu or manu so soon as a for. All these kind of things, you follow them and it affects you or your children's or your grandchildren's. These are some of the things that you have to be very, very careful. And in yes, about to someone and none soon be between baby. If you do not understand this from it, for who are some pupum, that is Islam for you. And Abraham goes, I don't know for some in from war. Namun some yam no bomb. Our sons who boss and son, Juma way, and Namun some Sauko Kurukono. Allah Akbar. And Crofo so day, no primo makuma. Abraham saw Casasa Munti, ano ye na so be example emfa to de akira omo no mahu se de omo som no enya de be bo omo daba ko a omo so omo pie market day Abraham so oyele won ko be bia fi so be so oyem fa to mu odin e de kira omo enti Abraham efa ye kuma no didi njama nyame nketo na omo sum ni nada wana ode ekuma no kwasan kese no kon e no kope bebi tinaye enti nkrofo we akọ omo market ba ye obo ba ye omo nyame na ye dwurigani ye dwuriga omo nyame ewurade Yankopon hey na die ni what is going on and omo start ye lamenting over it and omo ka na ye akọ ja brante ba ku bi wo akwala ketwa asa akwala we de bia na nse yenim de aba no so ne nsam wo kekanya sam ketwa o pese o kire se ono nim yansa se ye mpefo no ono mom no o ba be kire yan kwan malam this is what is going on in our community we ba so benya abrantie bi anasa akwala bi no asole in community there are something which is going on which is not good nyame dia fa no so ompagia de ne ye ne ye empefo no so o montia se na wo akwala wo bada ben wo no be lidi ma nyama kwa yie no baba ko control yan de yan pene so no ma yete say yan
twi kokoti
o ma yete say akrama ba tan ko kan say du atem wo ka kan say u didi atem enyen na start Abraham breso Abraham fiti so kan no kran say o didi atem Abraham ma Yankopon ma na kwantene o de wutumi ene nim die de ma no anko be street o man no kuro ina ko kwantene so no yesi Abraham muade Abraham wo peje na beti se Abraham peso betena mpemfo ina raso Abraham na wo se ne ho yini ebedu da ben e no peso ko ntro biara na obiam bedu ochi how dare you what you say and then they esi sa suban we ebo man ese kuro ehwechi nimpam e de bone e de ba ama nkabom enye dwuma no matter how you are going to try it doesn't work. Enye juma. Yes, the amediama no the amano. If you like it, try it in the other way, it will never work.
Yes.
Normal can't Abraham say Abraham, how dare you? And somehow okay can't ever has say in the dear dancer said. Ayo ho ni ebubuni na yewa. And Abraham all coming answer some asambe na muking. Mose anu na ye munwa me amonsum the supreme. Mode mo rei na ahye no mu ono ba bibia de amamo. Ohu bibiara na mo beja mo bra mimi kase yi na ade twire no kon ho no muko bisa no abia nketo ne ye niamo ho nsam no soro no jinja mo enti muko bisa omo okoka asa asam o ya omumu ya omotikokudu omo se Abraham edidi omatem adanya Abraham wo nim se huoni wo omo nkasa ada how come say o se nko bisa omo asa mere akasa en Abraham bisa omo se na mo nim se sa huoni wo omo nkasa
ena mo ese me kwa akosomo no nyanse bi enim entire me ka kira mu se nda ya me bie meni ya me no bosoro na asase obo me ne wo sa ya me we no betu amam papa amam bone wo no betu me kum me no asonso nya na me wo no betu amam eduane na me ya bone wo no betu me de bone ya de a cha me sa ya me we me recommend de mo mu ndara mo so sa ya kupon we Allahu akbar
o mo so mo ntiase Allahu akbar
Allah
ho ne disiye Edit your baby trust again a course soon talking can for so okay paragraph.
Nam.
Baby I see yana. Bahumodina baby menamin trim.
You see, baby, Abraham ka say.
Nam.
He warned them, serve Allah and keep your duty unto him.
I say, Abraham Bamukoko.
Serve Allah and keep your duty unto him.
I say, Monsumi Uncle Pankwan. Namu from a shady nera and fantonoso.
Or say that is better for you if you did, but no.
I say no way and papa emamo sankamun nimwa Allah akbar.
Allah akbar. You serve instead of Allah only idols and you only invent a lie.
I say na e say mo suma kokuroko Yankopon enkwano. Mo somono na mo sum abosom na nkontompon sam ana mo ka.
Yes.
Lo,
those whom you serve instead of Allah owe no provision for you. So seek your provision from Allah and serve him. And give thanks unto him.
Yes.
For unto him you will be brought back. When you see it.
Until I say, the most many young fan for Sudebian fan Bramo.
monsom sa atwede ampon yankopon no wano na okum no sansi nyane na dacha akwa matemoda na nim na ye nyina be hia na ebu yanko ntade a kire
Allah akbar
Nam Yet was or say the people of Ur decided to give Abraham the worst punishment they could find.
Yes.
He was to be burnt to death.
Yes. And Jacoban Sanom. And now a whole foi. And Abraham Nankas in the bushia for the person that you believe, you trust, that within your family, your community, that you know, Ebia BBC obejino uchino. Sa for no mayo yodo crucify him, son of Jesus Christ. I come to phone in a son of the Omo.
No.
Sa for way, Omo Munafi commercial some darija. Number one to sabi, no that chairman saying, who say one case away in the Pajinja, who soon knew. Yes, share meeting on no best so power here, papa. Sa for way share a year fence, Anabi Ibrahim, ne papa, I then, I can hobby.
No.
No more can say about China, so Suchuna, anyway. You ever punish no. You never fail near ye munati team because of so kind of credit. Into Omaka some suja a jetana more day. No more pray Abraham the tomb, no much manada and so. So, Mwadia, oh, free him from about catcher and say, I enjoy Sahu in a yesum, Allah Akbar.
Allah.
This is what has been going on in our community.
Yes.
And they Shamna said, and Kramofish Yama, Yasi and Fakala Lau, Carol Sun from Tunching, Nemfata Ada, and Fenye Juma. Who quote to Quran, who quote I as who did the attempt. We'll quote vivid from the Quran and the Hadith. Yes, who did the attempt? Yes. Allah Akbar.
Allah.
Yankwe.
Or say, on the chosen day, all the people gathered in the center of the city, and even the king of Ur was there.
Allah Akbar.
Abraham was then placed inside a special building filled with wood. The wood was lit. Soon, the fire became so strong that the people were pushed back by the flames.
Yes.
But Allah said, "O fire, be coolness and peace for Abraham."
Nam. Eto yankopon twimi mu no, ana nkrofodi osie eya yo. Ana Abraham ono ankasa ne papa kan onu nuanom. Ni relative everybody empon kwala ne ohini pon na ote akonya no so. Wo mu ina hia ye. Na omo hwe yankopon nim epe dan ba ko. Ana omudi eye enyena adugu mu. Ema ne ye ma ana mu pie Abraham tu mu. Ana mu soja. Wom say enhyehyena na ho enkyere no. Na wonwu. Ne jara no ye den to the stand say na wo mo be ho kura no they can't go near by the fire.
Yes.
The heat of the fire started to spread the people away and push them out. Madam, when you tended to punish those Allah has chosen them, remember the punishment, the it heat will reflect upon those who are doing the punishment, and it will split you.
Tip radio.
So I can say, so on can boom, non can yamisam, non fan punto and fambra and coupon quanson. Oba china soon. No I shenen ya a more dear. And who and popoe and who shen be become. No more now muntembatiti. What you say? Muntem ebetiti. And to know, according to this hadith, or see Janano Yadin, to the stand saying, one more bell on Konomun to me Janano, into almost that is a muquich, Mala Muquich, or Mumun at it. Yes, that's the sign of it. And to the Coban, and I'm saying, Coupon Bosroni assassin. Ah, dear Nayan Ediano, and Coupon catches a Jan say, Eja, you uniform Abraham. And Abraham, Mona El Musam so a Jadugunusum. No Abraham or Tim no who say a condition of him. He was having a release. No one release. Any just ronco. When you are crumping in January, Saraban who bet tunnel, obeying comfortability, madam.
No.
And yes, some kitwa. Nadine see.
Or say, yet was the people waited until the fire had completely died down, and it was then that they saw Abraham still sitting there as though nothing had happened.
Allah Akbar. Now, and it's almost shared, sir, and so almost jagusum. No, almost said dollar a boat to Japan, and more pressure more than no Marco Jenna, baby, no my say. omo hwe wani wuo wa hwe ase ene de wonim guase. This is what they are what expecting. And after so many Abraham two mono, they were expecting the ashes of Abraham.
Yes.
They are expecting the vanquish of Abraham. His end. Newiye and omuhwehwe. Until they will gang against you, pumping fire on you, expecting to disgrace you, to be disgraced.
Yes.
And after that, they will chalk one corner and see what is going to happen to you.
Yes.
And after say a journey in a shiwi yeno and Abraham PM. Natadia Kuran be behind them.
Tip radio.
Allah Akbar. Say Yakupon Kawa, the Biaram Kumde day. Eya wodia. Bizinillahi ta'ala. And some say Munche Sira weno. Nafatu to Abrabahum. And it will be like say this Sira is talking about you.
Yes.
Because you all pass through a lot.
Yes.
Or
say at that moment they were utterly confused. They were not, however, moved by the miracle that had just happened before their eyes.
Yes.
Still, Abraham tried to persuade his own dear father, who was named Azar, not to worship powerless and unseen, unhearing statues.
Yes. And so I could to me, madam. And yet you walk. And yet you obey.
Yes.
And the best is so be the way primina kumano.
Yes.
We primina kumano. Yes. So I could come and say,
Tip radio.
People always want to take advantage of you.
Yes.
But the good message in about Buano and the good strategy, no, they will never take it. No matter who you are, how you are going to do, they will never take it.
Yes.
The only thing you have to do is desist from it. God, that is their mind and they will never come down to their senses.
Yes.
It's according to history, you know. Abraham century na on de na sie ne ginara no amuvu omo ansakra omo ti die na sie Abraham se ne papa de yo no ankasa ne dia ne moja no oba ne papa Azar ana oka kire no se meja wo de wo ya miame dia na ne kurasem na pesa me ka kire mesraw tie me na tie me ye na afesu no Eyesa eyabusum
radio.
Eni nyama wodo sada ne na wo emboa na twu firim. Ade asem na papa kan.
Okay. Or say Abraham explained that special knowledge had come to him and implored his father. So follow me and I will lead you on the right path. Oh my father. Don't serve the devil. But Azar would not listen. He threatened his son with stoning if he continued to reject the gods of Ur.
Yes. And Abraham gusua wo kasa kire papa. Sami papa yi sa abosum sum no enya de beboa. Jai na twu hu fefirim. Ne papa mu ne na tikokudum. Ai wo ne wan. Wo kwala manyem a me ya chim awo. Ma hwe wateto bedu sambre wo pese wo kirem se wo nimiansa sen me. Wo pese wo kirem se wo ne bie sen me. Ah? Malam enne. Wo papa wa wo kra no ono kwa makaranta. Na okosua de na oba. Na oba to so oye sala na oye na nkoye. Ni fati akura mpo nya papa. Wo ka kira na prasu didi na tem. No ruku yi ni sujud enya papa. Asama e ko ruku yi monim, asama e kan sujud monim. O be kira na o so muan de. Na wo akwala ketode na wonim. Na wona me kwa makaranta nsa me ko ba adwenwe ana. O se me ko sua de me ko sua de no. Ma ba de ni bi na wo ye no. Wo ya mfom so de me ko sua ma ba. Me be kira o se buoi.
Dabi enchere me.
Dabi wonum yansa sen. Wo de to ano de to ha. Wo de fa no de fa ha. Wo wura no so pia ha. Ne papa no se de Abraham, you can't teach me what to do. Wo no han. Hwa ma men kan to Abraham so mfiri mani so ankwa mesu aboku wo Abraham. Yes, so it a bedroom bribim. No crampo. A mama oja na sa wonna. Apo. Allah Akbar. No. Nyami embo ehumbai.
Amen. Or say, but Azar would not listen. He threatened his son with stoning if he continued to reject the gods of Ur. He ordered Abraham to leave the city with these words: "Depart from me a long while." Abraham said, "Peace be upon you. I shall ask my Lord's forgiveness for you. Surely he was ever gracious to me." Allah Akbar.
Allah Akbar. Now I want everybody to understand You can forgive someone, but you can never be the same as it is with the person in the past. Take this into your head. But to me, obi betuma ye wade more than pa. Power chakwa de beche but unto me new relate biem.
No.
The relating no enye dwuma. Malam.
Tip
the plan will never work.
Yes.
Don't force yourself. Don't let anybody, mobi and that. Oh, and so the and you yet to say Namutiana with an no, oh, boy, it is a trap.
Yes.
Dear good because Uka Azar also be seen a banabo. And Abraham say, Major, media chow. What you say?
No.
But in nature, Abraham coy. Now, Abraham, never packet chance will be seen a buono. I know catch and say, Meba, Fremen chow coachiri, Mempesa Minukra Bede, Ebehum, Allah Akbar. Abraham can send me a messerabon for free if you know the amount. Namidia chow. But Abraham did not stay with the father. Yes. Then he departed. Then is here.
Or say, imagine how terrible it must have been for him to leave his home, his family, and all that he knew, and set out across the wilderness into the unknown.
Allah Akbar.
But at the same time, how could he have remained among the people who did not believe in Allah and worship statues?
Allah Akbar.
Allah Akbar.
Now Abraham, abakasam ebisaus, shani yawa etie. Baby a yawo wa yatete, e ho no mfefo wo. We japade we ni gie, ene obi biara we ni da so ewo. Na wo tu kwan a wo tu betei, himfa na wo kɔ na himfa na wo kɔ so e. Na hwan so na wo kɔ. Himfa na wo de fa ewurade Yankopɔn. Ano de ye papa. And so Abraham wampaba.
Yes.
No nim say Allah asa wa jalla. Eka no. No fiti eye na control no. So when I didn't see it.
Or say Abraham always had a sense that Allah cared for him and he felt near and he felt Allah near him as he traveled.
Yes.
Alas, after a long hard journey, he arrived at a place by the Mediterranean Sea not far from Egypt.
Nam. And so Yankopɔn tumi mu no. Abraham de na ne ro ina hye Yankopɔn mutawakatu Allah.
No.
No nim say Yankopɔn de au ben na bre nyara. Sɛ nipa na bɛpɔ no, nipa na bɛ reject no. Nipa no bɛ hu sɛ ɔyɛ nipa bɔne ni dia ne Yankopɔn ne de. O wagidie sɛ saa Yankopɔn no, onja na jeje mu. Nti ofiti yɛ sɛ wɔkɔ. Ɛne nti no oguso a ɔwɔ na amantuo mu no kopie nsuo ebi ho a Mediterranean Sea. Na eben Misrim asase so.
Okay. Or say, there he married a noble woman by the name of Sarah and settled in the land of Palestine.
And you know, oduru hano anoko shia ba bi. Ano ne din komo. Ye fan Sarah na otena ekura ye fan Palestine. Sa ekuro no so. Awan kupon tumi mu no. O comparative for ye ho adanse. Oh, Bible no more, but you book in kakra na yahwe yankwe.
Or say, there he married a noble woman in the name of Sarah. Yes. And settled in the land of Palestine. Many years passed, but Abraham and his wife were not blessed with any children. In the hope that there would be a child, in keeping with tradition, Sarah suggested that Abraham should marry Hagar. Her Egyptian handmaid.
Yes. And so Yankopɔn tumi mu no. Yanko Genesis. I say na comparative album. Genesis chapter 16 verse 1 to 16. Good news. Genesis chapter 16 verse 1 to 16.
Okay.
You know my Christian for mu tie yem. Say na be hadith ye kan. Be correspond no mo tiase. Wo wa say no nyame abon tofa. Nemum ye pese sense na mu.
Yes.
Na di shiraka se emayem.
Okay, Genesis chapter 16.
Nam.
Abraham's wife, Sarai, had not born any children, but she had an Egyptian slave woman named Hagar. And so she said to Abram, the Lord has kept me from having children. Why don't you sleep with my slave? Perhaps she can have a child for me.
Yes. And so I could to me. Abraham could do Palestine now, or Kun Sarah Warren. Now, woman, I diamano. And so I could to me. And Sarah or Funa, Safuna de Chia Sarah, and also na Bacosamo, Madam, because of course, a young coy. because you come sheni asam ne ye kan
yes
Abraham de no ye bɔ no tɔfo nkakra
no
kura mpo bi mu sɛ wa tɔfo bɔ no mpo no ɛne ti no Sarah aka kyerɛ Abraham sɛ mahu sɛ Yankopɔn ama wo akɔ akyire enti kɔmafo na Sarah hɔ no wɔne ne nkasa na bia na wonya ba ɛwɔ hɔ na saa time no sɛ yɛde afona ma wo ada sɛ yɛde kyɛw anasɛ wotɔ a you have authority on that slave.
Yes.
You serve to be her mother, her father, her relative.
Everything.
And to ube to me this akwara na ama wade. Who tie me?
Yes.
Ube to me this akwara na de ama wade.
No.
If na say ukura no, there's contradiction bi wa. What you say? You better rectify and send ya kuyenim.
Yes.
Ye ni abere papa.
No.
You wrote Bible man na sit no side there.
She.
He's in the light.
All right.
What you say?
Tip radio.
Abraham agreed with what Sarah said. So she gave Hagar to him to be his concubine.
Yes.
This happened after Abraham had lived in Canaan for 10 years.
And so I could to me mono. Abraham abra na yere eka sa asem we de kire no no. Na Abraham ogide wa Yankopon mu. Ento hwe Yankopon nim enfie polpol den edu. Ansa na odi ne yere na asem eye adwuma.
Yes.
Sarah one Hagar Emma Abraham awade. But according to good news no, was say concubine, yeka concubine mpratwe.
Yes.
So no ba etwe mpene de bia awo bere no. What you say?
Yes.
Won tua ne tirinsa.
Yes.
But oyo ba de biara won ne te. E kam ya say concubine ko bibi say o shi obaiwa. No omame no papa nim say utie me.
Nam.
Your prostitution, fornication, and your concubine. What you say mpena? You will dwamine na mpena. Pena no say ma oba no ne ma me ne papa yin anim say wono woni ge no ba umbetwa ni tirinsa wonya hwe oba no tumbe da odem esoroko onu aduane ma wo eye bibia ma wo wona ne da. What you say? But wonya no ade eno na concubine.
Yes.
What you say? Everybody knows ebia dia dan say wosimesi wei Lukman ne mpena no. So obi wu say obi kra ni oba ni jina etum command hey Lukman again on any jina hon. What you say? I don't know if concubine.
Yes.
What you say?
Yes.
You know, I am penetrating grade 1. The more than what you say.
No.
But only in what you know, according to
Tip radio.
Good news was saying Abraham no. Yeah, Hagar at the Sarah the Hagar Abraham as concubine and so one year.
Yes.
It's concubine. I can say penetrating. What you say? The same scripture. The same chapter called King James.
Okay.
What you say? Per se rectify ne koyenim. Omo kan say awon ya nti because Ishmael be free mo abantino. On person omo che so empana ba nti no mkaka sanso no. Nti kan ho na na hwe say your wife and I say or your concubine.
Okay.
Genesis 16:1.
Genesis chapter 16 verse 1. All right. Now Sarai, Abraham's wife, bare with him no children, and she had an handmaid, an Egyptian whose name was Hagar. And Sarai said unto Abraham, Behold, now the Lord hath restrained me from bearing. I pray thee, go in unto my maid. It may be that I may obtain children by her. And Abraham hearkened to the voice of Sarai. And Sarai, Abraham's wife, took Hagar, her maid, the Egyptian, after Abraham, and dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan, and gave her to her husband Abraham to be his wife.
To be what?
His wife.
To concubine and a wife, Malam.
No.
Where's your wife? Where's your concubine? Where's your mpana? Where's your yere?
Yes.
Yamfadi. You understand?
No.
Tip radio.
No.
I tell you, I'm going to no. Why na our Bible man? Ye catch a. those contradiction in the Bible. No? So you have to be very, very careful. Yes. Wait, because of Prophet Muhammad and good news
yes.
Because say person just in Penaba, Ishmael and Penaba, whatever.
Yes.
Yes,
condemn by
yes, I just said, young good news one, Nayan Twas in Fenfru, my quality in your more has into young queen.
Okay.
And Abraham Boko Samana and Yakan. They say about worry, a warm back. Entino was sign our na funa at the account. Yanko Dennis.
Abraham had intercourse with Hagar and she became pregnant. When she found out that she was pregnant, she became proud and despised Sarai.
Okay. The woman said, Abra, aya Sarah, or the Hagar, at the ma Abraham, no, Ampala, or be fire funo, aya Hagar be fire funo.
Yes.
No, say Mala, and say, Hagar become pride and despite.
Yes.
Yeah. One, Mbasu ewum. What you say? That's what I'm telling you, Malam. No matter what, Obanu Suranya, I said, human nature.
Yes.
Yes. They will fight.
Yes.
What you say?
It's true.
I was Ninsa man in Paya Quadro. No, wabre. Two Ninsa to me, Obana Kuma. The banana kuma soro. What you say? Bibi kitu ene bofu.
Bofu.
Ude ogwe ni nchi obe bofu.
Yes.
What you tipako kupufium. What you say?
No.
Until the saa subani bi denedi. Awo eye Hagar abrabom. But eye Sarah. And I'm say won't me wo ya won ntino. No who say as a Hagar am man ho so because when experience pregnancy that.
Yes.
And a two so can what you say? And today see.
Okay. Then Sarah said to Abraham, "It's your fault that Hagar despises me.
Yes.
I myself gave her to you, and ever since she found out that she was pregnant, she has despised me. May the Lord judge which of us is right, you or me."
Yes. The idea commission no be Abraham. Abraham I posted also who dey onye no.
Asem.
O say, "I Abraham, I wa e wa no ma Hagar you di nyam so e dey kire me." What you say? Me na me dey ma phone dey ma awade and obo wade you obo fa ye phone ni ntino. O ye dey o pere kire me na me mbrem no. Me mbrem no aye wo Abraham and na mo wunti wo no waso so no so ye me say, "We Abraham zo ni mu hwe." What you say? So anya na na see ye. What you say? Anoka say, "Ya me no wunti ya me na bebu ye ntima nkonta." Nya me na bebu ye ntam nkonta.
Yes.
What you say? Saba penalty. Okay. And now my young complex of Abraham. Mende me my phone amount or is who you made talk.
Also, Abraham answered, "Very well, she is your slave and under your control.
Yes.
Do whatever you want with her." Then Sarah treated Hagar so cruelly that she ran away.
So are you telling me that Sarah is a bad person? She's not a bad person.
No.
But that's the human nature. Yes. Masa akwaratwe ni akwaratwe ni miamisro ejire sa wo why ready so ba wadu mienu miensa ne nan so masa gina yie na oba pata wrestling
yes
sam ketwa oba dane wrestling
yes
emfa wo ne yamisro what ya so oba betwi suban bi de akire wo adenti na ye fence Zed in the Zana woman to me aware. Omina so ye for yes, so relationship matters is different things altogether. What you say?
Yes.
It's Abraham. And imagine some and the co and the card. Just say, I could chimun talk on a radiant coupon and cream pony. Assembling cream pony. Abraham can't think fire.
Yes.
I know catch the Sarah. We are wafuna, one on in Mamma, what ye won't suit to me. The open beer and fire. So according to Genesis, Sarah as fitis or titty. Your fancy, why Hagar. Or Titi na brabosa. And easy interpretation saying.
Okay. Or say the angel of the Lord met Hagar at a spring in the desert on the road to Shur. Yes.
And so a permanent so wonko. And I Hagar no walk. And in Yankupon above a bishiano. Allah. Yes.
And said, Hagar, slave of Sarai, where have you come from and where are you going?
And in above on sunny and Gabriel. And now Hagar say Hagar. If no free, na if no oko. Allah akbar.
Allah.
Na impanatwe Yankopon so impanatwe so.
There be.
Enti no senka Hagar Abraham Yankopon ba so obofo so ombra.
There be.
Na aware mienu bone anka Yankopon ba so obofo so ombrem.
There be.
me the concept mutina so na mundi concept sa na mo nwe ma no ngum se ya ma kwa Yankopon ho and so besides Hagar oh kwahi na hifa na ufiri
she answered I am running away from my mistress he said go back to her and be her slave then he said I will give you so many descendants that no one will be able to count them.
That is the blessing
Allah Akbar.
Bless
Tip
Hagar
radio.
and her descendants. Hagar and her descendants.
Yes.
Bismillah ta'ala. And no comparative now papa na person ka ko bie yi guarantees but we dey
nyabotre.
What you say? No. I know ka chance Hagar nyame asoma me o de bo hye de about say. Mama was see atre ko madam ne nchen. Ko no kosom no normal circumstance what you say. I kura 20 no yes sir. Oh what tent on water. Say na wo fam atete ya wo fam ne ninsemu ya wo ne akwadworo ne chese won tiase enti no wo ya osa enti wo de nyabotre san ko kunu fie.
Yes.
Enwane nko bebia ko kunu fie. Na mum no nyame bo hwenie. O se akwala na o hwe wo yem no. Wo be wo no. Na afeso mama na satre. What you say? Oh, beautiful but marry a
yes.
And who can count the Muslims? It's only the assumption and suggestions.
Yes.
That's what they give the figure of.
Yes.
Asibetre.
Or say you are going to have a son and you will name him Ishmael because the Lord has heard your cry of distress.
Yes. Impanaba. And it didn't din it first rabano. Must say Ishmael impanaba. And so the different nyame ho na ba ye.
Allahu Akbar.
Yes. And it you know ana Yankopon ka kire Hagar say Hagar kwala no hye wo yem no be wo no. O ye be ma. Wo betuni din Ishmael if we say Yankopon ati aye usuo. Busy in life. Ta'ala. Yankwe
12. But your son will live like a wild donkey. He will be against everyone, and everyone will be against him.
Yes.
He will live apart from all his relatives.
Oh, this is in Commission boom. Dito. Genesis chapter 21. This came through. You better do
yes.
Master, I am born. This Truth is Preaching International. Yes, we do something. We do it into details.
We preach the truth.
You preach the truth. Yes.
Tip radio.
And you know, say, akwala no be wo no. Na first of all, so let you be no bia so be so let you. And it's you know, Ishmael asefo na Islam. The Islam is talking against all the religions saying that no yenja ne nkambom. Dem mesum Yankopon ba ko. Because of that, you know, malam, we are seeing that asumben pa na tiny pa. That is Islam.
Yes.
That is Islam.
Yes.
Say am say Yankopon bo Islam ho ban no. Chasa wodo unsaka Islam asama tu nintino and the omo kaka no musuro but yes no they are still tarnishing and then akola guma ya fe no adan kakai and so Roman sister ono so bogu ne veil
yes
ono de na e kanfo no so what you say so you global woman
yes
but Islam oba eye nikapa also adan ninja adan kakai
almost say oppression
ya shano so school crampona ye nyomen sanfata.
Yes.
So everybody is against him. That is his descendant. In kwamsha no. And ye adwuma no. So this prophecy of Bible no ye adwuma enne. Na so wotam Bible so wo akɔhye no unjimi ye. What you say? Fumso na wo mu no enkyere se homa na nyenti kɔtotwene.
Yes.
Ana so kɔ no kɔhye no.
Yes.
Nimpa na ɔyɛ error wo mu. De papa wo mu no. Ɛno no na wo de ye adwuma. De ye kontompo no mo biere hu se we from Swanaba. What you say?
Yes.
And she saw in commission say people stand against him is he also against people. Definitely, if someone stand against you, automatically you too you are against the person.
Or say Hagar asks herself, have I really seen God and lived to tell about it?
And Hagar as and she may win meka ho abakosema kire obi afofora na so no hu bibi say da so obofo akasa kire na da yankwe
or say so she called the Lord who had spoken to her a God who sees.
Yes, no friend Yankopon akasa kire so Yankopon a why yame hu bibiara sa brana tete asero no mikomi na Yankopon ene wo hu wa mo obofo aba me nchen yankwe
or say that That is why people call the well between Kadesh and Bered the well of living one who sees me.
Yes.
Wow.
You know, say decide no to sa river na eda ehwo no say dem insua as I say nyame a ohu dem.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
The well of the living one who sees me.
Yes.
15. Hagar bore Abraham a son and he named him Ishmael. Abraham was 86 years old at the time.
Abraham one Hagar ewe no otunidi Ishmael toa Sira no so na yemfa Ishmael awo no emfensi ho. So beka ya yenkoy.
Okay. All right.
Go.
Okay. Or say sometime later. Oh, okay. There he married a noble woman by the name Sarah, settled in the land of Palestine. Many years passed by Abraham, and his wife were not blessed with any children. In the hope that there would be a child, in keeping with tradition, Sarah suggests that Abraham should marry Hagar, her Egyptian handmaid. Soon after this took place, Hagar had a little boy named Ishmael. Sometime later, Allah promised Abraham another son. But this time, the mother of the child would be his first wife, Sarah. No.
Busy in the light, another comparative. Yes. Ebo esanemu ababemu atretremu.
No.
Ejawa yakupon twimemu no. Abraham otubata ni fie fa pono. Owa ko hye ba wa ware no. Oguso wa nya medwuma awo mba. Wasan ware the second wife na aye the first wife na funa. Wawo ba aye na bakan aye friend Ishmael. Yes. As a Sierra no, Yankopon so be shane bo obewo ne second born. So Yankopon tumi mu no, ye betwa so next week. Ne din hire kase e de amaye. Dia ne siye. Bo hye ne sen tie. Ye befa bi e wo Quran mu hadith e na verse Bible mu. Ne din hire kase e de amaye. So Yankopon tumi mu no, mo man bo dwumedie no. Ne fa hire kase e fa maye. Number is 0554 46 90 96 0554 46 90 96. I send you to the preaching international. My hospital no. After so no person okay platform no so the same number and after so no Facebook dia da so and as I search Tip TV Islam and after Truth Islam Preaching International. YouTube no so Truth Islam Preaching International. YouTube na Tip TV Islam. Nti no ye de besi ase ye chia ye malam fom painfo and executive members and no mboa dwumedi ni Ahmed Benson, Abubakar from Germany, Efans Ibrahim from UK, Fusena Muhammad and everybody. Me bon han eja wan. Nyame asumdwe enka obi biara. Hazza billahi tawfik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tip TV Islam on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, Tip TV.